Hello, my name is Neel and I welcome you all to yet another episode of Around the World in 7 days. Suppose you have an emergency at 2 o'clock in the night. Let's take a health emergency for an example. And there is no one available in the house. Then who will you approach first for help? Probably the first feasible option will be to reach out to a neighbor because they are physically present there and are likely to respond at the earliest. Therefore, having a good neighbor is a kind of safety assurance in itself. This scenario holds true in the domain of international relations as well. But what if you are not on good terms with your neighbor? It goes without saying that there will be innate tensions. A similar kind of tension is being seen these days between the two neighboring countries of West Asia. In fact, when the Russia-Ukraine fire is still far from being doused, there are reports of yet another spark flaring up in the Caspian Sea region. On the Ukraine issue, where the global community is still trying to pacify Russia, Iran is fuming over its neighboring country, Azerbaijan. The situation is so grave that many experts of international politics are pointing towards an impending danger of war between these two countries. That brings us to some pertinent questions that why is Iran angry with Azerbaijan? Why is there a tension between the two countries? And most importantly, why is there a possibility of a war between Iran and Azerbaijan? We will try to find answers to all of these questions one by one, but first of all, let us know the recent cause of tension between the two countries. The hostility between the two countries has increased continuously in the recent months, and there have been many such incidents that have flared up the tensions. In January, a man attacked the Embassy of Azerbaijan in Iran. In this attack, the security chief of the embassy was killed and many people were injured. Azerbaijan blamed Iran for this. However, Iran denied the charges and said that it was a lone wolf attack and the Islamic Republic of Iran has nothing to do with it. It also said that this incident should not affect the diplomatic relations of the two countries. However, the President of Azerbaijan, Ilham Aliyev, ordered the closure of embassy, calling it a terrorist attack. Apart from this, Azerbaijan arrested 6 of its own citizens on charges of being linked to Iranian secret agencies and plotting a coup. It also summoned the Iranian ambassador and sanctioned 4 Iranian embassy officials for their undiplomatic activities. According to the Azerbaijani government, their activities were incompatible with diplomatic work. They were also violating the 1961 Vienna Convention on Diplomatic Relations. Thereafter, these officials were asked to leave the territory of Azerbaijan within 48 hours. Apart from this, Azerbaijan also criticized Iran for supporting Armenia regarding Nagorno-Karabakh. On the other hand, Iran has also accused Azerbaijan of fomenting separatist sentiment in its northwestern border territories. So this was the recent issue. Now coming to the other question. What are the other contentious issues between these two neighbors? Actually, amongst all the points of contention in the bilateral relations, what is troubling Iran the most is the growing relations between Azerbaijan and Israel. Last month itself, the Azerbaijani Foreign Minister Cihan Bayramov inaugurated the embassy of his country in Israel. At the same time, in a press conference, top diplomats of both the countries also discussed creating a united front against Iran. To this, Iran raised strong objections and also warned Azerbaijan of consequences. Actually, Iran and Israel are each other's staunch enemies. Therefore, Azerbaijan's closeness with Israel has miffed Iran. Since the 1979 Iranian Revolution that brought hardliners to power in Iran, Iranian leaders have been speaking of decimating Israel. Therefore, Israel considers Iran as a threat for its existence, and it has always been vocal against Iran's nuclear weapons. At the same time, Iran has often blamed Israel for cyber attacks as well as other forms of attacks. Just a few days back, there were reports of 2 Iranian military advisors being killed in suspected Israeli airstrikes in Syria. Well, we'll talk about the relationship between these two in detail in some other episode. For now, let's get back to the matter of Iran and Azerbaijan. Just as Iran is worried about its neighbors' relations with Israel, there is another country that is upset with Azerbaijan. The name of that country is Turkey. Azerbaijan and Turkey are considered good friends, but Turkey and Iran historically do not get along. Although lately they both have been making headlines because of increasing closeness, how long that will last is doubtful. Here, Iran also remains worried due to tension between Azerbaijan and Armenia because it supports Armenia and does not want to see a conflict on its northern border. Furthermore, Iran is concerned that the Azeri minority in Iran will be affected by any cross-border conflict. The number of stakeholders in the Middle East are too many and equations are so complex that nothing is black and white. In fact, it's kind of riddle. Here, Iran has warm relations with Russia. Both Russia and Iran have good relations with Turkey. Turkey is an important ally of Azerbaijan. At the same time, Turkey and Azerbaijan have bitter relations with Armenia, whereas Iran is an ally of Armenia. Therefore, Iran has always been concerned about Azerbaijan's growing wealth, power, and influence in the region. Well, I know these equations are very confusing, and that's the reason I was referring to them as a riddle. And this riddle might have further confused you about Iran, Azerbaijan, and Armenia triangle. Basically, there is a region in Azerbaijan called as Nagorno-Karabakh, which considers itself as an independent country. However, till date, no other country has recognized it. Azerbaijan considers it as its integral part, and internationally also it is recognized as a part of Azerbaijan. But the majority of the population here is of Armenian ethnicity. That's why the Armenia supports these people, which is the major cause of enmity between Armenia and Azerbaijan. Here, Iran supports Armenia. At the same time, the population of the northwestern region of Iran is of Azerbaijani origin, which are called Azeri. To a great extent, these Azeris living in Iran are emotionally connected to Azerbaijan and want separation from Iran. Azerbaijan also plays its part in fueling these separatist sentiments. Therefore, Azerbaijan's increasing closeness with Israel in recent years is a cause of concern for Iran. Now, coming to the next question, to which experts are pointing. Are these two countries, Iran and Azerbaijan, at the brink of a war? So there is no doubt that the tension between the two countries are increasing rapidly. Iran's IRGC, that is Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, and Iran's army both have continuously conducted several high-level military exercises in the northwestern part of the country, that is near the border of Azerbaijan. Here it demonstrated its ground and airstrike capabilities on a massive scale. The biggest friction in the bilateral relationship came in October last year. At that time, the IRGC constructed a pontoon bridge over a section of the Aras River for the first time. The bridge marks parts of the border between Iran and Azerbaijan. A few days later, Iran's foreign minister Hossein Amir Abdollahian visited Syunik, the southern province of Armenia. At the same time, after inaugurating one of its consulates there, he said that Armenian security measures are equal to Iranian security measures. This was seen as sending a direct message to Azerbaijan and Turkey. The move was aimed at countering the Zangezur corridor. Azerbaijan and Turkey want to establish this corridor between Nakhchivan and the Azerbaijani mainland, which would effectively cut off the major Iranian route to the South Caucasus and beyond. Based on the close assessment of the current scenario, possibility of an armed conflict between the two countries in the coming days cannot be completely ruled out. However, one section of analysts also believes that despite serious tensions between the two countries, there are a number of factors that could prevent a full-fledged military conflict. This includes economic interdependence on trade. Also, Azerbaijan is dependent on Iran's communication route to reach Nakhchivan region. At the same time, Turkey and Russia can also play the role of a mediator because these two countries are moving closer to Iran ever since the start of Ukraine war. Therefore, it can be said that there is a bleak possibility that both the countries will go to battlefield, but it cannot be completely ruled out as well. So that's all in today's discussion. See you in the next episode. But before that, let's note down today's question. Outlining the points of friction between Iran and Azerbaijan, discuss the possible solutions.